Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. This video will be rust repairs on the Volvo. And to begin with, I'm just going to excuse my voice. I am recovering from a slight cold. I'm totally fine, it's just... Anyway, what I want to start with is to remove the undercoating protection around the areas where I found rust in the previous video, so I can assess the amount needed to fix and then start to fix it. Straight away, I'm just going to say it's not going to be perfect repairs. It never is on my channel. My goal is just to get this car through an MOT, but I do want to fix it right and do it so it lasts for a long time. But I'm not going to rip out everything to clean every little speckle of rust. It's not a restoration. But let's get to work. So the first thing I noticed is that it's already been repaired once before. There is a repair panel right up here. It actually stops right here. So the lower point that I'm going to fix now apparently wasn't rusted back then. At least they didn't make the patch go all the way down there. This is the area that I need to fix. And then this is very thin. So I think I'm going to cut away a piece of this and then cut away a piece of this and then see if more needs fixing or not. And also you might see some bubbles up the inner line here. I'm not going to fix that now because, as mentioned, it's not going to be a full restoration. But I might just sand it down, treat it with some rust converter and paint it again. But I'm not going to cut it away. If you want to remove rust like this, you will have to cut it away because the rust comes between the sandwich construction in there. So, and I'm not going to do that. But I want to fix that down there. And I also want to fix this up here. So this is where we are at now. I am going to cut more away, but I'm going to fix some before, just to have something to go from. I'm going to cut this away, and I'm also going to cut this away. But what I want to start doing is to make a repair patch there, a repair patch there, and then this. And before making this, I will cut this, and then I will make this in the end, I think. I also have to make a little repair inside of here. It's only the outer skin, luckily, but it needs a piece in there to tie everything back together. I actually already made it. It's right here. And it's going to fit something like this. And that will tie together to the outer skin from this side. The great thing about all this is that the inner structure, the actual important structure of the Volvo, is completely intact. It's just the outer skin. So that's brilliant. It's not just cosmetic, but it's really not what holds the car together. That's the stuff in here. So this is really nice. I have also went ahead and cleaned the other side. Still need to cut more away on this side. But other than that, it's the same story. The inner structure, it needs a bit of clean on this side, but it's completely solid and it's pretty much the same repair. I had to cut the hole a little bit bigger on this side, and I actually kind of regretted that because this bend is not that hard to make, but this is curving outwards. But yeah, I actually just looked up what it would cost to buy the panels, but then I remembered that it's completely hidden in here. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna do my best to make it as good as possible and then go from there. What I want to do now is to make that repair panel for the first repair panel, and then I'm gonna start welding that in. So this is the first patch on the Volvo, and it turned out pretty decent, I think. A bit annoying is that this area is really nice, but that will be covered by the plastic. This area is not that great. That won't be covered by the plastic. But there's nothing that I cannot hide with a bit of filler. By the way, I did paint the backside with a weld-through primer before attaching it, because it will be difficult to paint now. I will continue on doing it like this. I'm going to make a patch out there, and the small patch I showed you there, and then this, and cut away in there, and just go ahead and fix it all, and then bring you back when everything's welded back on, and then we're going to tackle that part of it up there. But what I did notice also is this. Can you see that line right there? This car's been welded up once before, which is surprising. Or well, it's not really surprising, because these cars are known to rust, but because of the low mileage, it's a bit surprising. I did find something in there that was welded, but I was not expecting this part out here also to be welded. But that's gotta be a repair piece right there that has been put in. See you in a bit when the rest of it is done. Okay, so this is the final result, at least down here, and I'm really happy about it actually. There's a lot of imperfections and so on, but as mentioned, it's completely covered up, and it is a bit of a complicated shape right here when you don't have a repair panel. This area shrunk in quite a bit. Doesn't matter though, I can just fill it with some filler, but it could have been nice to just have that a little bit more out. But other than that, it's just fine, and this is the visible area. It will be possible to make good. I also put in a little patch up there and did some repair in here. Actually, not a lot. I just covered up that little hole. That was the only thing that needed fixing, and then fitted 2 new rubber bunks. I'm going to take them out and push some new fresh oil in there to protect it, because a lot of it has burned off now. There's also a weld in there that I need to dress and so on. And as you can see, I also spot welded it to the inner structure, so it is like it was, so to speak. So I think it's very decent, and this is going on in the end and cover up everything. Now I'm gonna start tackling this area up here. So this is it. I'm gonna fix the other side off camera, and I'm gonna paint this. And then I think the Volvo should be pretty much MOT ready. There might be some small stuff, but I think I got most of it at least. I'm gonna let this dry and continue in the morning. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know there isn't a lot of progress in these videos. I just think it's a bit fun to show some details. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.